nice guy occasionally.
Amari, how do you feel? Good. You good?
Yeah.
On a day when you have like the 82-yard touchdown get called back, and then there's a play at the end of the first half where Sean had a little longer, he looked like he was throwing a touchdown. Did it feel like there's a chance for a huge day, and then how crushing is it when it doesn't happen?
Yeah, it could be extremely crushing. Just to understand that that's a part of the game. You know, plays get called back for penalties. That's why you have to play clean football, because you never know when a huge opportunity like that will be for naught. So, yeah, it's extremely devastating for sure.
Do you have to almost have, you know, like a play like, you know, ball bounce off your chest, and you almost have to have the, you know, short-term memory loss or something like just, you know, where you just kind of block what happened before and move on to the next one. I mean, that type of mentality.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy you mentioned that. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I do wish I could erase memories from my brain, you know, but unfortunately that's not the case. So you do have to be extremely resilient. It's not always the easiest thing to do, but it's part of being a pro. It'll be better just to not have it happen in the first place. You know, just catch the ball. So, yeah, it can be difficult for sure.
Did anything happen on that play, or did you just not squeeze?
Yeah, I just didn't squeeze it. Yeah.
After the Jags game, you kind of called your shot for a bounce back coming. You said you've been here before. Are you ready to do that again?
Yeah. I mean, you know, sometimes it's the way the cookie crumbles, the ebbs and flow of the game. You know, might not play good every week, but you know, it's all about the next week. You got to put certain things in the rearview mirror and just focus on the dash. So that's what I'm trying to do.
With the start offensively that you guys have had collectively as a unit, does it just feel like the margin for error for you guys is super slim because every time a mistake is made, it seems to be of the drive or game-changing variety?
Yeah, I mean, you know, in certain circumstances, it does seem like our backs are against the wall, and there's no way to go but forward from there. So, you know, that's where we look to go. You know, we've been practicing, we've been putting more emphasis on certain things from an offensive standpoint, and we're crossing every T, dotting every I going into this next game. So, you know, we look forward to going out there and being a dominant offense.
Amari, what can, sort of talked about this with Sean yesterday, what can one win do for you guys in terms of just kind of building momentum and getting things back on track?
Yeah, it's just like you said, you know, wins are very hard in this league. Therefore, when you win one, it does create some momentum. Obviously, you have to carry it over to the next week, but it's never a bad thing to lose in this league. I mean, to win in this league. Yeah.
Top target for the Kansas City Chiefs in the absence of just wondering, are you aware of that? Do you have to kind of try to block that kind of stuff?
Nah, I'm not aware of it. No. Usually, if I don't have a good game, I try to stay off of social media. That's one thing that I've learned because, you know, I can be kind of sensitive about the way that I play, and you know, just being on social media, it does nothing but heighten that. So, no, I haven't seen any of that.
It looked like, I know that was a frustrating game, frustrating loss for you guys, but just how much does it affect you? It seems like you were the first one off the field, and we didn't see you in the locker room afterwards. I mean, were you just in that kind of a place where it's just so hard for you to deal with all that?
Of course, I'd be lying if I say I wasn't. I didn't feel good about the way we performed, about the way I performed. So I think that's an accurate way to describe it. Yeah.
How much of that sensitivity you mentioned is rooted in pride? That
take pride in playing well?
Yeah, that's one way to look at it, most definitely. Yeah, I think every athlete has a sense of pride in the way that they play. At the end of the day, we all just want to be respected for our performance, and you tend to get disrespected if you don't hold yourself to that standard. So I wouldn't say that's an inaccurate way to describe it. It has a lot to do with pride. Yeah.
When it goes the other way, Amari, when you have a big game, do you soak it all in? Do you go through social media and see what good stuff people are saying about it?
Not necessarily. I am active on social media, though. I'm not afraid to hop on social media if I have a good game, but it's not that I'm just, searching for what people are saying about me on social media if I have a good game. Nah.
This is a veteran team. It's not a young group that's trying to find their way or and whatnot. I mean, Daniel's down in Washington as rookies lighting up. All the work that you guys put together, why has it been so difficult for you guys to get this thing moving along in the direction you want it to?
Truthfully, you can always chalk it up to something. I mean, teams play good and teams play bad for a reason. Like I said earlier, we've been emphatic on improving on the things that we haven't been doing so well, which are a couple things that I don't feel the need to divulge to you guys, but there are things to be fixed, and we're working on them for sure.
Deshaun's taken a lot of heat for that 4th and 3 play because it looked like Jordan could have been possibly open in the end zone. In your view, what could have gone better on that particular play, or what might have happened that you guys could have done?
Well, I think, first and foremost, I know I could have ran a better route. I was actually the first read on that route. I didn't like the leverage that the defensive back was giving me. And so I kind of chopped off the route and just prepared for a scramble drill when I should have probably just broke it off. So I say that to say, there's a lot of moving parts that outsiders don't truly understand about the particulars of any given play. So, yeah, so.
What type of emotional boost does it give you guys to have Nick Chubb back in practice?
Huge emotional boost. As you guys know, we have a dominant run game. That's really important in this league. Chubb is the type of running back that could turn a crack into a hole, truthfully. And so it'll be a huge addition to have him back in both practice and the games. So, everybody around here is excited for that.
You guys sent out the bat signal for him then?
Say that again?
You sent out the bat signal for him then?
I guess you could say that. I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't think I've ever watched the movie, but yeah, I guess.
Don't tell him that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that one. Yeah.
Deshaun came out yesterday and he just praised you and just talked about
Who?
Deshaun.
Oh.
He praised you, just talked about the faith that he has in you, the confidence that he has in you, and the connection that you guys have. You probably didn't see or hear it, but just knowing that he's completely 100% got your back, will always keep coming back to you. And what does that mean to you?
It means a lot. You never really want to put your quarterback in that position to lose faith in you and even have to answer those type of questions. But, yeah, I'm more so looking at it from the other way around, just him just having complete faith in me based off my performance, not lack thereof. So looking to get the ball back rolling with my play and, not have to even talk about these type of things.
Ken Dorsey talked about the consistency of your approach and your mindset. How does that help you when things aren't going as well as you'd like them to go?
I guess one way in which it helps is focus. You're excessively hyper focused when you don't perform to your standard because you know that you have to the next time out. So focus for sure.
Good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Mostly because I didn't like Christian Bale. I thought everything else. Yeah. I didn't like him. Nothing will ever top the
Tell me yes.
Yeah, the dark
That's too bad. That's too bad.
You know what's funny?
It's been on my list. I think it's on Max Dark, and I know I need to. Every time I go past on cable, like I
The
go on.
1960s ones are on the original Batman series. I think are available to stream on Max.
So.
So the feel like yesterday just to be back out there and going through football drills and an actual practice.
Yeah, it felt good. You get back out there with the guys. It's been almost a complete year, so it's been a long time of me not being out there. So it felt great to get out there.
How's the knee feel? Did it feel normal out there?
It felt good. I've been doing things on my own for a while now, so I've been used to everything I've done out there. But it feels good.
Were you battling any rust yesterday? Like getting back, just kind of in the drills?
Maybe a little bit. I haven't been with Deuce yet. Deuce he's a different animal, so his drills are a lot different than what we've done in the past. So just getting used to that.
How big, how monumental is it for you, for everything that you have been through since that day in week 2 this year, just to step out there and rejoin a practice?
Yeah, it didn't feel real. Felt like a dream. Felt like I've been battling this for a while now, so it was great to get all that off my shoulders and finally get back out there.
Nick, I know, a couple months ago when you spoke to us, you said that you didn't really have a time frame, but in the back of your mind, was it always the hope that you'd get back around this part of the season?
I was just hoping to get back at some point. I never had a date set in mind. Just whenever I felt good and was available to go out there, I was going to try to go, and that's right now.
How many weeks of practice do you think you need?
Whenever I feel good.
How much are you looking forward to? I mean, this is weird, but how much are you looking forward to getting hit again? Kind of feeling that contact again.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I told the defense that I'm up, so I got to get back in shape somehow. So I'll go against our defense, which is a great defense. So it'll give me all the looks and feels that I need.
Did it feel even better to be out there for the first time with Naheem Hines, who you've spent a lot of your rehab getting back with?
Yeah, it did feel good. I've been there with Naheem since he's been in Brown, rehabbing together almost every day, and he's come a long way. He's doing great, and it was great for both of us just to kind of come in together, deal with the same thing, and then see it translate to the field at the same time.
To come back from 2 of those severe injuries like this, is there any part of you that worries about contact, especially in the lower body?
I don't think so. Once you get out there and you're running around, it's like you're 8 years old again. It's like riding a bike, and that's not something that's in my head. You can't control that, so you don't go out there and play fast.
How do you manage your own expectations about what happens as you do come back, like not trying to do too much, put too much strain on it, and not trying to do too much when you do finally get the ball?
I just know how to be me. I don't look at expectations or, like I always say, I just work hard and everything happens how it's supposed to happen.
Based on your conditioning and how you seem to yourself so far, do you feel like you're going to be the Nick Chubb that you know and love and expect yourself to be?
I guess we'll all find out at the same time. I don't know.
Nick, you've been in all the meetings.
Yes.
How different is this running system compared to last year?
It's a little different. We're changing things up a little bit, but I still think we have all the pieces we need to be able to run the ball good, pass the ball efficiently. It's all about us just going out there and executing it.
And running out of the shotgun predominantly, is that a difference to you?
No, it's not.
What does it mean to you, though? Fans run pins and needles every time you post something on social media, you put the bat signal up, they get all excited. Just what's it mean to you to have that outpouring of support and the fans just on pins and needles?
Yeah.
Can't wait to see you on the field.
Yeah, it means a lot. I love it here in Cleveland. I feel the love, the support from everyone, everywhere I go, anytime I'm out or anything. I love it here, and it's definitely motivation for me to get back out there for all the fans.
And when you do finally get activated, do you think that you'll have to kind of
have no idea. I practiced one day, so I don't know where I'm at yet. You know, I'll get a more feel of it today, I guess, with pads on, but I'm not sure.
What's been the toughest part of this whole, 54 weeks?
Toughest part is mental aspect of it. This uncertainty of going through the rehab and, you know, not knowing if things will be the same. But, you know, I took it one day at a time, and I eventually got to where I wanted to be. So it's just probably the mental part of not knowing the future.
How much was different from what you went through in Georgia?
Pretty much the same, but I think I took everything I learned from at Georgia, from going through it one time, to know how to go about it this time and know what to do more of, what to do less of, what works, what doesn't work. So I feel, you know, that definitely put me in a better position.
Knowing your mentality, do you feel like you're going to push the coaches to bring you back even sooner than they would want you to come back?
I mean, it all you know, depends on how I feel. You know, they told me, take, you know, however long I need to. So whenever I feel great, I'll be out there.
Nick, you mentioned you know, not knowing if everything's going to be the same coming back from this, just and sort of the mental part of it. How do you, you know, keep your confidence up and still believe that you can still be that player, especially given this is the second time? Does the first one sort of help with that, knowing that you came back and played so well?
It does. You know, I've been through it before, but just how I deal with it, I get up every day and I go to work, and that's what's got me here. That's what's going to keep me here.
Nick, the team hasn't scored 20 points in a game. What do you see out there?
I see us hurting ourselves. The biggest thing I see, we make a big play, you know, a penalty, make a big play, drop or interception. So I think it's just us hurting ourselves.
You've helped this team obviously so much in the past. Do you feel a tremendous desire to get back there and really help this team get this thing turned around and get back on the winning track?
You know, I do want to get on the field, but I have to, you know, make sure I am where I need to be first. But, yeah, I'm ready to get out there and help my team win.
We talk about momentum in this game, but for you, as you went through different milestones and took different strides in your rehab, was there any part of that you were like riding momentum, like, oh, I've knocked this down, I've knocked this down now?
Probably just running. You know, I wanted to be able to get on my feet, be able to run and move how I wanted to. And, yeah, so once I was doing that, I knew I would play again.
Nick, what's kind of driving you through this entire process, through this whole rehab process?
I mean, I don't know. It's what I want to do. You know, I want to go out there and play football with, you know, my teammates, and I want to go out there and be good at it. So that's just the burning, you know, desire in me.
I remember that when during minicamp you said, I've been counted out before. Do you know of anybody that's come back from this injury twice and is about to accomplish what you are?
I can't name anyone off the top of my head.
Obviously, it's unknowable how exactly you're going to do once you get out there, but your teammates have said, especially the other guys in the running back room, that they think you're going to be the exact same guy, that they think you are the exact same guy. Does that give you added confidence that they're behind you like that?
Yeah, it does. You know, those are my guys. This is like the third different running back room I've had since I've been here. So yeah, I appreciate those boys. They've been working hard themselves, and you know, it's been an honor watching them practice and play, and just to grow.
You said
Two more.
Deuce is a little different. What's so different about him? What was it like going through your first practice with him?
He's just very intense. You know, Deuce thinks he still plays, and so he takes it out on us. And his individual is just nonstop. It's always moving, it's always training. But you know, that's what we need.
In watching Deshaun through these first 4 games, what have you seen in Deshaun in making his comeback from surgery, and what do you think the outlook is going to be?
Yeah, he's a fighter. That's one thing about Deshaun. You know, he's gonna go out there and compete and give it his all every time he steps on the field. And I think we all need to, you know, do a little more for him and for our team this week and going on, just to make sure we are prepared.
What do you think about Jerome's development? Obviously, you guys started in together last year, and now you've watched him take it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Jerome has came a long way, and he's doing a very good job in practice and in the meeting room. You know, he's always paying attention. He knows what's going on. He's aware. And on the field, I mean, he's probably one of the fastest guys on the team. You know, he's a very good player.
Amari said he's never seen any of the Batman movies.
Yeah, that's a shame. He should.